Hi everyone, I'm Tom and today I'm going to be showing you the Laserox insert for Arkham Horror Third Edition. So this is Arkham Horror Third Edition with all of the available expansions at the moment. Although, you know, for all I know, this is it. So we've got Secrets of the Order, Recursive Echoes, Under Dark Waves, and Dead of Night all in these boxes here. And you can see what I've got so far. It's not completely unorganized, but it is kind of a mess. I've got some geek boxes. I've got, you know, trusty baggies. I made a bit of a foam core filing system for the cards and stuff. But can we do better? Of course we can. Let's make the thing. Here's a green craft mat. Apologies for the state of this cutting mat, although really its purpose isn't to look lovely. In the organizer set, you will get a bunch of wooden punch boards, many with some lovely engravings, and you can see on top there some kind of cloth bag and clear plastic bits. You will also need some kind of glue. Laserox do sell some very fast drying glue, but any wood glue will do. The pieces do fit together quite tightly, but just to be sure on the joints and things, you're going to get some wood glue on there. I say just on the joints and things. I put wood glue everywhere. You'll also need some kind of cutting implement and what's described in the instructions as a hobby mallet. I don't have a hobby mallet. I do have a hammer though, and I'm not very strong, so I think that kind of balances out. I'm very gentle with it, but if you do have access to a hobby mallet, go for that. And as you take it all apart here, you can see the instructions, label every piece and punch board, and then the instructions section tell you how to make each of the trays, which bits you need to find, how they'll all slot together step by step. So you pop out your pieces. A bit of twisting might be involved as well as the popping. Cut off any unwanted juts with your cutting tool. Glue up the bits where wood will touch wood and get the pieces in the right slots. Okay, the other stages are much the same, so I will fast forward this greatly. If you're interested, it took me just under 3 hours to put this together at kind of a leisurely pace. So here's our main box, our everything but the card box, and all of the bits that we've just made for it. So we've got the character cards and the scenario cards. They go in this lovely big holder here, and the nice built-in divider that separates them up all nice. This beautiful tray, of course, is for all of your focus tokens, especially great because mine are just kind of all mixed together. There we go, beautiful, lovely sloped sides to help get all of the things out. Of course, this one's for your clues. So we've got 1s here, 3s here. Tokens, we've got, the player, ready, and lead investigator markers. Now, I've never really used coin capsules before, and this is just an aside. My secondhand copy did come with things in coin capsules, and they're kind of glued in. And yeah, usually I guess you wouldn't have those in coin capsules, but I'm never going to be playing 6 player. We can put some somewhere else. That's just kind of specific to me. The Terror tokens go here, and yes, I haven't played with that expansion yet. I had to look up what they were called. These skull thingy tokens go nicely in these spots. We've got the map tiles in here, the end caps in this slot. The connector pieces in there, and this fella fits on top in there as well. Now your question marky kind of tokens can go in here. Your dice will fit in here. I have bought, I say fancy dice, they're just really, really cheap dice. They're just a different colour. Your dice can fit in there, and these trays, in a groovy kind of way, slot together so the bottom stuff won't fall out, and it makes a nice, lovely, complete picture on top. Your anomalies slot in nicely there. Your corner box here fits all of the stands and the included Mythos bag with the tokens inside. And I mean, I know I said I'd never used coin capsules before, but the beautiful clack is really brought me around to them. Beautiful standee tray, of course. Many, many standees. You can see where this is going. And getting it back into the box, you've got your standees. Oh, almost forgot. Your proof of purchases, of course. You need to make sure they're safe and sound. Corner tray in the corner. Big old map tiles in the standee stand. Clues here. The anomaly stand fits in the monster stand. Love it. Then we've got encounter stand. The tokens fit just there. The characters. The tokens, the map tiles, space for all your rule books, and we're good there. The other box is mainly going to be card action, of course. You got your big card trays, your little card trays, loads and loads of space, and extra big and small dividers to separate everything up as well. I did have everything in my old way with these little dividers that I found printed out, so to separate everything up in the same way, I'm going to have to find some vertical ones, of course, but hey, that's on me. So I have had a look on the old video that Laserox have got, because, there's a ton of cards. I don't know where everything is planned to go here. So the tray with this big section here, that huge section is for the headline deck. And as you can see, fits sleeve cards. These are sleeve kings, and there's quite a bit of space left, so I assume you could use like quite thick premium ones as well. Headlines are up front. And then we've got the strange locations here, the High House, the Devil Reef, you know, these black locations. In the back here with a divider each. The streets. Now I am kind of putting these in upside down, so I'll be able to just like at a glance see the names of what the thing is. The travel routes. And there's space for some terror locations. And then I think roughly the locations just need to go in. And now that's all the wooden dividers that I've got. But I might just end up printing some card ones just for the locations to see them at a glance. There's all the locations in. And then same for the scenario cards themselves. Plenty of space for them, but not a divider for every individual one. So probably if there was a wooden divider for every single one, there might not be space for all of that. And there definitely wouldn't be space for the spare cards. Like there's a bit of extra space, isn't there, if they do expand it. It depends how much they expand it. Now there is actually in the video a lovely load of dividers for this section here, for all of your anomalies and stuff to be completely separated. I've got loads of short dividers, but they'll be for the items and things. I guess we'll grab the ones out from the black locations. I don't need those dividing as much. It would be nice to have all of the fractured reality and what have you separated. There we go, plenty of room for all of those. We've got space for the player aids, and then plenty of dividers, I'm sure, for me to sort out all of these tiny cards. Now, monsters will just need a huge section anyway. Let's see if they can have a row. All your character cards are going to be a fair old hunk of it. Got conditions, specials, spells, items, and allies. Loads of extra space for all of that. And loads of extra dividers. Not a bad thing to have, of course. I just don't need to divide things that many times. And then last bit of tokenage, of course, we have got health, sanity, money, all going in these trays. And there we go. So because the cards are being held vertically, you see there's going to be a bit of lift. I'm wary of the token tray now as I'm showing this. Let's stick the lid on there. There is, and it does say, you know, on the page and on the front of the instructions, it's about like 3 centimeters or something. So yeah, there's a bit of lift in holding all of those cards in. But, you know, it's a big wooden insert, so it's all lovely and sturdy under the box lid. And there you have it, the Laserox Arkham Horror 3rd Edition insert. Absolutely love it. I love how every bit of space has been used, including, you know, the trays can go in there assembled. Lovely anomaly tray, just tucking into the monster tray there. Comes with a Mythos bag, something that the publisher didn't do, although they do it with the card game now. To be fair, you know, beautiful trays to have out on the table as well. Just easy to remove and have in front of us, rather than, you know, I did have it organised a bit before, but, you know, all of these tokens were jumbled together. Love the style and the flashes of design on everything. You know, things like these token trays tucking together so the ones underneath aren't going to be loose, and that making a lovely little design on the side as well. You know, there's going to be some lid lift involved, as I said, because of the vertical cards. I don't mind that at all. There's usually probably about that much extra space on the Kallaxes that I've got anyway. The only thing I would say for the card organisation, I could do with, I've got too many little dividers and I could do with some more big dividers. That's the only change off I would want, but, you know, templates, and they all come like big punch boards as you saw earlier, so I'm sure those logistics played into it. Love as well the big show-off standee tray with its clear little holders in there. Lovely, lovely, beautiful touch. And yeah, everything is much more secure and organised, and hopefully from now will be even faster to set up, because yeah, if you've played, you'll know Arkham likes its setup time. Hey, if you're interested in getting one for yourself, then Laserox can be found at conventions and stuff, but there is a link to the page in the description where you can get hold of one for yourself. I'll hopefully be back in the future talking about another lovely insert, but the main thing I do is playthroughs, and there are hundreds of them on the channel that you can watch in the meantime. Thank you very much for watching this though, and I'll see you very soon. Bye everyone.